Hey everybody, welcome back to my Eurovision React Review channel. So I am currently in Spain. I'm in Malaga with my family, well, with my extended family. So my mom, my brother, my sisters, their children, there's like 13, 14 of us. So if a child runs in, which could happen, because I'm actually borrowing my little nephew's bedroom because he's the only one with a desk, but I asked him. But his name's Ruben. If he runs in, we're just gonna go with it. But I've taken myself away from my family. They're all at the back enjoying the pool. And I thought I would carry on with my Eurovision Top 10 with Shane series. So I've already done my first video. Thank you so much for all of those that have watched it. If you haven't, there'll be a link above whereby I ranked my top 10 duets, male and female duets. And it's been really interesting seeing people's comments. What is clear from that video is Common Linnet's is much loved. So is A Monster Like Me from Norway. People love that song. So thank you very much for engaging with that video. So what I thought I'd do today is do a different category. And it's a video that I've been thinking about doing for a while, but I think I was a little bit scared about the political ramifications potentially of this video. I wasn't sure whether I could or should. So disclaimer, in this top 10 there is gonna be a song from Russia and there's gonna be a song from Belarus. But let's just identify that in this top 10, it is just about that song, not the artist, not the country that they're representing. Thought I'd put that out there. But yeah, without further ado, let's go into today's category. So today's category is looking at the songs that didn't make it to Eurovision. So this could be because the song got changed, and that's happened a few times, or potentially the broadcaster got disqualified. But nonetheless, these are songs that were selected and the intention was to go to Eurovision with it, but for whatever reason, it didn't quite make it. So, without further ado, let's go through my top 10. I'm probably gonna be competing with Screaming Children as well. Okay, so number 10 goes all the way back to 2009, and it goes to the country Georgia with Stefan and 3G. We Don't Want to Put In.
We don't want to put in the negative mood. It's killing the groove. I'ma try to shut in some disco tonight. Boogie with you.
So this has got obviously a disco flair to it. It's harmless. When it comes on, I kind of do enjoy it. Obviously, this song got disqualified due to the political connotations. We don't want to put in. So my understanding was Eurovision gave them an opportunity to change the lyrics. I believe that's true. But Georgia said no. And so as a result, the song got disqualified. And so we never heard it at Eurovision. I don't know whether it would have done very well at Eurovision, but that wasn't the point. That's not why Georgia picked it, is my understanding. They knew what they were doing. I think we're all in the know on that one. So yeah, number 10, Georgia, Stefan and 3G. Number 9, I've written down his name, goes 2016, goes to Romania. Ovidiu Anton, Moment of Silence.
In the darkest nights, feel the power in you. Take a moment of silence and fight for the truth.
I mean, I remember 2016 was a strong year, and I remember listening to it being like, this isn't for me. And then to do this top 10, I've gone back and listened to these songs, and it came on, I was like, man, it's not that bad. Because a lot of people were saying, this was obviously at the time where Romania was just kicking butt at Eurovision, and people were predicting that had this song had gone to Eurovision, it wouldn't have qualified, and it would have broken their qualification streak. Well, Romania has lost its way massively since then. But nonetheless, this is not a bad song. I think it probably wouldn't have qualified. I think what was horrible about this is the EBU disqualified the song 2 weeks before the semi-final one. So obviously all the staging, all the planning would have gone obviously ahead. And I remember seeing some interviews with Ovidiu. He was just like this innocent person that just got caught up in it all because the Romanian broadcaster were behind on payments. I don't know whether it was a rumour, but apparently Moldova, it was that dance song, The Female, she offered to do a duet with him, as in sing it together. I don't know whether she would have been allowed to do that, and I don't know whether that's hearsay. But I felt sorry for him. And actually, the dude's got an amazing voice. And the song's not that bad. I think it would have been a non-qualifier had it gone to Eurovision. So number 9, Romania, Ovidiu. Okay, number 8 goes to Belarus, 2013 with Aliona Lanskaya, Rhythm of Love. Now, I actually really liked this song. I do think Soleo, the one that she went with in the end, was an upgrade. The Rhythm of Love, what was it changed due to? I think it was changed because the general consensus was it could be a better song. I forgot until doing research for this video that she got disqualified the year before because the president said that there was something wrong with the televotes. Conspiracy, cheating. But I actually quite like Rhythm of Love, and I had tickets to the London Eurovision party this year, and she was supposed to come, and in my head I was like, oh, she's going to do both Rhythm of Love and she's going to do Soleo, and on the day she announced that she wasn't going, so that was really annoying. I do remember Soleo when it didn't do that well. I mean, it qualified, but it could have done better, but I think the decision was right to replace it with Soleo. Number 7 goes to Malta, 2016 with Ira Losco.
You've got nowhere else to hide, but the time takes to lie. A chameleon changing on to be with you. We are invincible.
So this song, Chameleon, it wasn't a bad song. I think I was rooting for Ira Losco. I think we all were, because it was Ira Losco, irrespective of the song itself. The song's okay, but Walk on Water was a huge upgrade. But I do like listening to Chameleon when it comes on. But I think Malta did the right choice. Well, she did the right choice. I think pretty much as soon as it won, I think she said that she was open to changing it. Don't know what that means about her thoughts of the song. But nonetheless, number 7, Ira Losco, Chameleon. It's a good tune, but I think the decision was right to replace it. Walk on Water is an upgrade. Number 6 does go to Russia. 2017, Yulia Somilova. Flame is Burning.
Out of the night, there's a light, and in the darkest time, a flame is burning. It shines so bright, deep into night. Love is a light, and in the dark, a flame is burning.
Now, you know, at the end of the day, this song didn't go because Ukraine was hosting it. Yeah. And made it very clear that anyone that had performed in Crimea was not allowed to participate or travel to Ukraine. I think that pretty much wiped out every Russian act. But nonetheless, I think this song's quite good. It's way better than the 2018, was it then? I Won't Break, where she came back, where Russia didn't qualify. Yeah, that song isn't so great, but I do like Flame is Burning. I remember when it came out originally, I did think to myself, this is quite a nice little tune. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be rocking any boats. Yeah, I think it's a nice song. I listened to it today and I was like, the production's nice and it's way better than I Won't Break. So yeah, number 6 does go to Russia, Flame is Burning. Number 5, now this is the first time where I feel the song was changed and it was a mistake. So I'm going to go to 2013, I'm going to go to North Macedonia, and Lozano and Esma.
Imperia, Imperia, música czarowa na ziemiata. Imperia, Imperia, najmocna sila na planeta ta.
So they had a song, Empiria, Empiria, Empire. I absolutely love this song. So I thought initially it was changed because public reception felt that it wasn't strong, even though they obviously invested a lot in that song because the music video for that song looks quite expensive. They replaced it with, bear with me, Predesirazdenny. I don't know if I've said that right. But nonetheless, I have no idea why they changed it, because I think they changed it for a worse song. I don't know whether Imperia would have qualified because it was very evident when we got to Eurovision. Esma, even though she's a huge talent and has an amazing legacy that anyone would be jealous of, on stage, I think they probably screwed her over a little bit with that song. I don't think she could sing that song. It's not that she can't sing. But I swear afterwards she came out and said something very controversial about why they didn't qualify and made some derogatory term about Eurovision and the LGBTQ community. I don't think that's fake news. But nonetheless, love the woman, respect her voice, respect her talent. Don't respect all her views. But I think this is a perfect example of North Macedonia making a mistake. I think Imperia is a far more superior song. And yeah, might have qualified. Would have had a better chance of qualifying than Predda si Razdeni. Someone's in the kitchen eating. Okay, number 4 goes to Italy. It goes to 2012, Nina Zilli with Per Sempre. So, yeah, as we know with Sanremo, the winner doesn't necessarily go to Eurovision. We've had it before. They're asked, do they want to go? They tend to go. But also they have an opportunity of changing their song because there was rumour, or certainly Marco Mengoni said in an interview that he was entertaining the idea of changing his song. I'm so glad he didn't. Per Sempre is lovely. It's very Sanremo. I can totally see how it won Sanremo. And actually, I don't really see a lot of Nina Zilli at the moment in Italy. I've not been familiar, or I've not been aware of any of her music. I might be completely wrong. She changed it for a much more appealing, mass-appealing song. It was one of the favourites, right? L'amore è I should be able to pronounce this living in Italy. L'amore è femmina. I think the decision was right. I do love Per Sempre, and when it comes on, I'm just like, oh, it is beautiful. But I think the decision was wise to change it to the song that they changed it to. I love both songs. I love both songs equally, but I do think I prefer L'amore femmina, the one that she went to Eurovision in 2012. So yeah, number 4, Nina Zilli. Number 3, I'm going to go all the way back to 2005. And a country that unfortunately, I'm going to have a sip. Fanta watermelon. Okay, so a country that we have yet to have at Eurovision, and that's Lebanon. So Aline Lahoud in 2005. Oh, it's French. Quantus s'en fout? That's butchering the French language.
Et moi, je suis là.
This song's beautiful, and I remember listening to it in 2005 because it got selected, and then it was just as viable as any of the songs that year in regards to being promoted. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful song. And then politics got in the way, right? So obviously they were questioned to what extent would they be able to air the Israeli song equally and as fairly as other songs. And Lebanon couldn't guarantee that, which is ironic because Armenia and Azerbaijan both equally do not fairly show the other song, and they don't seem to get in trouble for it. And as a result, they had to withdraw because they couldn't guarantee that they would show the Israeli entry as equally as fairly as the others. But I think had that gone to Eurovision, I don't know Aline Lahoud. I did obviously trying to find the song, I YouTubed her name. She's got other music out there. Beautiful voice, beautiful song. I think that would have done really well had it gone to Eurovision. But anyway, number 3, Lebanon, 2005, Aline Le Hood. Okay, number two. Again, I was speaking about this to Georgie because we were talking about this song, and I was like, my love for this song has changed slightly due to recent events. But I guess take recent events out of it. My number two goes to Maruv, Ukraine, Siren, 2019.
Burning in the flame, wanna know my secret.
So, regrettably, this song did not go to Eurovision. I think had it gone to Eurovision, I think it could have been a potential winner, certainly definitely top 5. It's an amazing song, and the performance at the national final is on point and amazing, super entertaining. So basically, yeah, Maruv would not sign the contract that she was given, a very strict contract about what she can say and do before and during Eurovision. And annoyingly, they offered it to the second place afterwards. Cupidon, the three, it's like a jazzy number. Absolutely obsessed with that song. Actually, I should have really put that in here as well because they were actually offered. Oh well, it's too late. But they were then offered it, and they too didn't feel comfortable signing this contract. The reason why I'm saying it's interesting is I have actually pretty much done quite a bit of research on all the Ukrainian entries at Eurovision to kind of see their stance on current events. And I know Maruv is in Russia, and I know that the response in Ukraine to her vocalizing her opinion has not gone down well. It's a shame, but that aside, this song alone, with that aside, I do really like this song. So number 2 goes to Maruv and Siren. God, like I said, this video is very political. I am just judging these on the songs alone. Outside. Right, number 1. I did a video last year, so when I was traveling around Europe, I went to loads of countries, and each country I went to, I kind of ranked all their songs at Eurovision. And so if you've watched that video, you will know my absolute love for this song. So my number 1 goes to 2009. It goes to Hungary, Katia Tompos. Now, how do I pronounce this? Magonyos Ksonak. That is definitely not right. But nonetheless, this song is stunning.
Repeat
Tölcsi, megdicsértem már a zenédet?
Nem.
Hát talán majd egyszer.
egy új
I was watching and listening to this song again today. Like I said, I was listening to all the songs. There are other songs that didn't make it to Eurovision as well, which haven't made it into my top 10. Just doing lots of research around this video. And I was watching the video and I was just getting really emotive about it. This song's beautiful. It's such a shame. So basically, the reason why it didn't go to Eurovision is she said she couldn't balance her commitments to her acting and Eurovision. It was a timetabling issue, was my understanding. And what could have been, I think this song is beautiful. I think it's not a wedding song because the lyrics aren't wedding-y, but if I got married, I would want this song at my wedding. There we go. And if it's in Hungarian, no one at my wedding is probably going to speak Hungarian, so I'll just lie and say it's about true love. This song's beautiful. This song's amazing. Had it gone to Eurovision, I mean, this year, you wanna dance with me? The song that went to Eurovision for Hungary didn't qualify. This would have qualified. I think seeing her, and she's an actress, so you know on stage she'll light up that stage with a performance. She'll perform the hell out of this song. But yeah, what could have been? This song is beautiful. So my number 1, 2009, Hungary, Katia Tompos. Such a shame you didn't make it to Eurovision. But there we go. There is my top 10. It got really political. But I feel like I had to do a few disclaimers because I didn't want people to tell me things that I knew in the comments. But politics aside, some great songs that didn't make it to Eurovision that still have an impact on me today. So there we go. So please let me know what you think in the comments below. There are other songs that didn't make it to Eurovision. Please let me know if any of those songs are in your top 5, top 10, top 3. And yeah, I'll have a little think about what my third video is going to be in my Eurovision top 10 with Shane. But until then, stay safe.